Hi, and welcome to the May 2024, June 2024 monthly energy forecast with me, intuitive guide, transformational channel, and transformational empowerment coach, Marisa Liza Pell. So excited to be bringing you this May forecast. If you're new, come back. I do this on the 15th of every month to get it directly into your inbox. Make sure to go to the description below and it will be delivered to you so you don't miss it. A lot of people really look forward to this every month so they can plan their energetic weather forecast for the month around this. So, first, let me tell you about the format of our monthly forecast. If you haven't been here yet, we are going to do the theme of May 2024. We're going to go over the theme of the month, and then I'm going to get into the specific dates of the month. Now, I also have a free membership and a community where I have this awesome little technology where if you watch the forecast through and you come back every day until the next one and you want to see what I said on each specific day, you can actually come and I have this search tool where you can come in and search the date and say, oh, what's the forecast for today? So we put this in my manifesting membership Momentum, where we are building a high intention life for yourself and stepping into your most aligned purpose full time, not part time. So if you'd like to get that little perk to my monthly enhanced forecast, go to the description below. So let's get into the theme for May 2024. And the theme is, funny enough, time to get into the saddle. They're always the weirdest themes, but I channel them and that's what it says, time to get into the saddle. So here we are, we're in the saddle. So ready or not, here you come. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I write these all out by hand every month. So I don't know what's getting channeled until it actually comes through. And it's usually on a yellow legal pad, but I ran out of yellow legal pads. So now it's on computer paper. Isn't that nice? So, time to get in the saddle. What am I talking about? Ready or not, here you come. You will have opportunities this month to jump into your purpose or do something that stretches your purpose just a little bit, stretches your system just a little bit, and might even be a little bit, you know, scary to you at first to say, man, this opportunity's here. I haven't been able to do that the last couple times it's come around, whether that's health, wealth, relationships, or in your career. It's kind of like that merry-go-round concept. Like it may have come around 15 years ago. You maybe weren't able to hold that experience or hold that energy back then. You maybe weren't prepared to step into a bigger life back then. But there are some changes that you've made, and you are ready to step into that bigger purpose, that bigger life in any area that you're working on, whether that be your health, your wellness, getting more clear with your intuition, stepping into a higher goal that maybe you thought was impossible. These opportunities are going to come around. And up to this point, I usually talk about people making decisions to step into these things, right? But for now, it feels like you've already made the decision that you want to change your life or go ahead into this next level. And these opportunities have now manifested themselves and they're coming in May. And it's like time to get in the saddle. So these opportunities will be for continued growth and expansion. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for you. So if you want to learn more about the nervous system and actually creating more capacity and space for yourself, definitely come in and unlock those free trainings in Momentum. So you might have to push through this month if you're going to take these next steps. And you might think these things come about, these opportunities, I'm going to rush toward them. But sometimes when things are presented that you really want and you haven't been able to step toward them before and step toward your purpose before, it's a little bit of a stretch. And sometimes that causes some shutdown, that anxiety, or even to sabotage. And we don't want that to happen. And May gives us that support in setting us up for the opportunity, the mentors, the people that are going to be able to catapult us into that space. But it's going to require you to have a little trust where maybe you haven't had trust in people to kind of help you before. Maybe you're hyper independent, maybe you're codependent, and you don't want anybody to help you. But this stretch is going to require you to have somebody, whether that's a mentor, a guide, a teacher, somebody you even hire, to say, yeah, I can do this for you. Let's go. But I need you to take some action steps to help me to help you get there. So you may have to push yourself a little bit through fear, indecision, and even thoughts of having the fear that you're not going to be able to do it. And you're going to need to even push that further and take the steps you need to expand at this point and up level. So you're going to have guides right now. You're going to feel them around you. You're going to have them as people. You're going to feel them around you on the other side. You're probably going to be getting a lot of signs that this is your time to step in, but there's going to be a lot of nervousness around it. And even friends are going to be supporting you. So, which path are you going to choose to take? Are you going to get on the merry-go-round again, or are you going to go to another ride in the amusement park? That's all up to you. Usually, when we get to this place and with the May energy, it's actually supporting it. So, it's a perfect time for you to get off the merry-go-round, I would say. Usually, there is hesitation on even making decisions to invest in ourselves or invest in things or personal development to get started. But at this point, you don't need any more people saying you should do it, or you don't need any more reassurance or telling you that it's time. You've already made that decision of what you need to do to improve. You've already come to that conclusion. So you just need people to keep you on the path and on track and tell you gently but lovingly and firmly that you're going to keep going. You have the support, and it's unwavering. And it will be a little wobbly at first. You might have a few setbacks, but you've actually got this. So, congratulations in making that decision in your transformation for yourself. And it doesn't have to be a huge step, right? It doesn't have to be this huge, huge thing that you've decided to do. It could be a small step that you may not have been able to do in a long time, right? Let's say you always wanted to write a book. Maybe you've gotten a new computer to be able to do that. And you're like, I'm just going to write the outline. Okay, these are huge steps, even though you may not think so. And you might be comparing yourself to other people that are further along in the process, but you can only compare yourself to you when it comes to stepping into these places of purpose and higher intention living. You need to be very intentional. And when we do move into higher intention living, we almost need to slow down in order to speed up so that we can gain the focus of those next steps and what we need to do. So let me get into the dates in May that we need to be aware of. So May 16th and May 17th, these are wrap up energy dates. Okay. Information is going to be brought to you for complete clarification on your next steps. And this doesn't mean that you have to make decisions today. And frankly, you shouldn't make them today. So, this is new information that's coming to you that you didn't expect. And if you're looking to make a decision long term and you're going to be, it shouldn't be on May 16th or May 17th, but you will have the information needed actually to start planning your strategy on these dates. So that's going to be really, really important. Now, May 18th and May 19th, these are the seesaw energy dates. And what I mean by that's like a seesaw. You may feel a little down and out on May 18th, but then don't worry about it because on the 19th, you will pull yourself back up again. You'll perk up. So even if you have an off day on the 18th, don't worry. The 19th will be a springboard into a much better energy for you. May 20th, it is a day to not stick to plans. Okay, so if you have plans on that day, that's cool, but you want to go with the flow. If you only plan, it will be a little bit of a stick in the mud type of day. So magic is sure to be found on May 20th, but only if you let go of your plans that you thought you'd have and be open to the universal language and energy. So you can have a boring day on May 20th, or you can have a very interesting, synchronistic, out of the blue, like how do these things all come together? But it's almost like if you stay in lower vibration and you're upset because your plans are changing, you're almost going to be like, not even see what the magic is on that day. So it's almost like you have to kind of release any planning or anything you have that needs to be reworked. If you get frustrated about it or upset and you try to force the plan, you're going to be missing the magic on this day like entirely. So you want to make sure that you don't miss it. May 21st is a power day. Okay. This is a highest intention living day to really set and honor your intentions for a bigger and better life. So, really map that out today. Map out your highest intention map and plan and put that out to the universe and really impart this vision, like in detail, to the universe of what you visualize and ask for your gifts to be received. And remember, even though you might think it, you might feel it, you do deserve it. May 21st is a power day. It's a great day to set your intentions in the month of May. Now, May 22nd and May 23rd are great days to be planning your fun experiences and trips, anything. I would suggest for the month of May, in regards to the whole summer, you either do it by May 23rd and you want to solidify it by May 23rd. I wouldn't suggest planning after, as the energies are going to be a little bit more scattered and are not going to be supportive of keeping those foundations, those plans very set and very exciting. So I would say if you're going to do any summer planning, make sure that you have it all lined up before May 23rd. And actually, you're confirming it on the 22nd. And the energies are probably going to be scattered, like I said, after that. Okay, so May 24th, you may have had some invitations or original lofty plans for your Labor Day weekend. But I'd suggest keeping it short and simple and close to home. I think large crowds are going to bring erratic energy and are not in alignment with the energy that the month of May really brings. So it really supports energy that is intimate, slow and steady, peaceful and quiet for the month of May and small gatherings. It doesn't really support large crowds. Does that mean you're not going to have fun if you're like in large crowds? No, but it's just that the energy around you and people around you are going to have a collective energy of feeling stressed and scattered. And there's going to be a lot of erratic energy, even within down to the personal level, as well as in the energy. So you just want to be aware that you're going to be feeling the energy, not only that the month brings, but also with the people being affected by not being in alignment with that. So I would keep it simple, close to home. You'll have a much better time. May 25th and May 26th, this energy favors small and intimate gatherings of all kinds, cooking at home, in your backyard. Large crowds can bring a lot of confusion and stress, especially if you are intuitive or consider yourself to be a highly sensitive individual or person. May 27th and May 28th, the last week of May is like stringing like the Edison lights together. So it's all connected, especially the 31st. The 31st actually acts as a amp, as it highlights the intentions that you made on the 21st. So make sure you do that, because the 31st almost gives it the amp that it needs. It actually gives it the energy, that ignites it, it activates it, and gives you that boost of that new energy. Think of it as igniting it and moving it forward and ahead. And think of the 27th and the 28th as boarding the train ticket. Like you're on the platform, you're in the station, and you're just waiting, but you have your destination. You're preparing for it. Where May 29th and May 30th, you're actually on the ride, you're on the train, you're going, and you're right in line where you need to go. And the energy is actually carrying you, either figuratively or actually physically, to that next destination. May 31st is when you've arrived. So, like I said, this could be symbolic and metaphoric, it could be literal that you're actually going somewhere, or it could be that you have a project that's even moving forward on that day. So, I would be very mindful of that as well. These are some interesting dates: June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd. These are almost like the settling dates. That's what I got for that. So you're going to be celebrating something from that train trip, that metaphorical or that symbolic journey that I see at the end of the month. And you're going to be celebrating alone, though, but you're not going to be lonely. And you're going to be like, wow, I really did this. And you're going to be almost proud of yourself. And you're not even going to need anybody else to validate that. It's going to be soft and quiet. And you're going to just be celebrating softly and quietly and realizing that you can manifest all you desire. Like it's just going to come to you. Like you can do it. And you can say that you're proud of all the work that you've done this far. So I feel like those 3 days. It's like you're sitting there just reflecting on all this transformation, all the things you've been through. And like this journey is now here, and you're stepping into these things that you haven't stepped into maybe in forever, or maybe since maybe you haven't dreamed about these things happening, but they're happening. It's great. And you don't need any fanfare. You're here with yourself and in reflection, and you're saying that you're proud of yourself. It's amazing. Okay, so June 4th, you'll start to clam up again on the 4th, and it's like it's just what your body normally does, but it's just your protections. So do not resist the energy. Tell it you're safe now to soar, and stick with it, talk to it, reassure it that you're on your way. Okay, so June 5th, June 6th, and June 7th. This is an era of silence. I almost looked at the calendar and I just saw white, right? So the universe at these times, at certain times, once every couple of years, you're going to feel like everything pulls away. Like, and it's a time of deep reflection. And it's also a time where we have clear connection to our purpose and to the universe and to ourselves. Sometimes our guides have to pull away for a little bit for us to like get clear. And it's going to be a strange feeling, but just know that you're going to have deep and powerful clarity during those days. June 8th, June 9th, and June 10th, it's beautiful energy. Okay. Some of the best of the month, family filled days, days of joy, and equal celebration. So this is wonderful. Like the first half of June just looks amazing with all these different celebratory aspects. It's awesome. And then I look at June 11th through June 15th, right? It's a whole run. June 11th, June 12th, June 13th, June 14th, and June 15th is a little bit separate. But I just kept hearing wedding bells, right? Wedding bells are ringing. So this doesn't necessarily always mean wedding, but if you are getting married during this time, wonderful energy, or you might be proposed to, or you might be having a celebration time with commitment to something, to a partnership, to a romance, even a business or career partnership, or even having that celebration of that commitment to yourself. It's a great time to also get new projects off the ground and see them soaring. The first half of the month, like I'm saying, is stellar. The second half of a little bit scattered with a lot of powerful energy. But if you have all this beautiful energy in place, just enjoy it the first 2 weeks of June. And I feel like the June 15th is kind of just a rest and rejuvenate energy. So a lot of great things coming up in June. I'm so excited that I was able to give you this forecast for the month. Remember to come and join my free community. The link is below in the description, and it's called Momentum. And it's really where I put a lot of my content. I'm there every day of the week. We're doing powerful, powerful interviews with people who are really stepping into their dreams and their goals, like big dreams. And also, there are trainings on stepping into your purpose, manifesting, and grounding and balance your nervous system and enhancing your intuition that you can actually win and unlock by engaging in our community. So make sure you click the link below and join us over in Momentum, as that's where I am connecting with people most of the time. So we will see you next month for the monthly energy forecast. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.